What is up? My name is Garrett.Yogurt on Twitter, YOOGRRTT. Welcome back to the Now in Rotation YouTube channel for another In Rotation album review. This one's actually kind of a shorter project, straight up an EP. If this is not, this is the most EP I've ever seen with only 3 tracks, but this is the Zillakami SosMula Be Patient City Morgue EP, released August 20th, 2018. Track number 1. We're looking at Train Spotting. Track number 2 is Drag Me to Hell, and track number 3 is Nitro Cell. Short EP, nothing crazy on the feature side, nothing crazy on the, really even on the production side. I mean, who do we have on the production? We have Ghosta, and we also have Mitsumodo, as well as Ghosta and Nighttime on the final track. And Mitsumodo is the production on Drag Me to Hell. But as far as consistency and just proof of concept, I think this is the best project that you could recommend to somebody if they're just finding out about Zillakami and SosMula, whether it's from the Taboo feature that Zilla did on Vengeance with JPEG Mafia, or just seeing them on tour together. They have the whole City Morgue, Sos and Zilla going on tour with Denzel this fall, as well as just the interview on No Jumper, which famously Sos said that he likes selling crack, and Zillakami doesn't do drugs. That's where I found that out. So that's kind of impressive, just based up on how in your fucking face their music is. You would think that there is a lot of drug use going on, but it's not so much about them necessarily doing the drugs. It's about them exploiting the culture in a way. Like, where they grew up was not the best areas of New York, and what they had to do to survive and get to the point where they are is probably some unspeakable stuff. They go into it a little bit just on that interview out on the No Jumper channel. If you go check that out, that's actually well worth your time watching and listening to, and just kind of getting to know the people behind behind 6ix9ine. These guys were the people who were Zilla particularly. He was the guy who was really writing for him, pushing his image, kind of refining the sound, kind of getting him in the position that he is, to kind of get him to where the fuck he is now, which is just the biggest artist in the world. But you can definitely hear the yelling and the raspiness and just the overall energy and like just fucking crazy synergy that these 3 people, if you include 6ix9ine into that, you can definitely tell that these all kind of derived from the same place. Some people like to call it hardcore rap. This album's just under rock and alternative on the SoundCloud spheres. Hopefully it's coming to streaming soon. I did not see it on there. But to get into this album itself, I don't think there's anything more fun out right now as far as just 3 tracks that just play back to back. It's a super short project. What are we looking at here? Doesn't tell me for some reason. I would honestly argue it's about less than 10 minutes, not even. But that is not to say that this thing doesn't have a lot to say, as well as just be fucking exactly what you need. You don't need these guys to be on 17-minute tracks or fucking even. I would love an hour of this. I really would. My face would probably melt off, but I would enjoy it very, very much. But if this is what we're looking at as far as like the project, this is the perfect length. There's so much in here as far as just diversity while still maintaining the same sound and kind of invigorating the sound into the forefront of being like, hey, I know you guys fuck with 6ix9ine, but this is kind of the more organic, untapered, unweathered version of that. This is just uncensored and just in your fucking face. And Sos and Zilla are honestly like the best collaborators in the world, I would say. Whether it's on Train Spotting, the way that they come in and out, or just the way that, like, on Drag Me to Hell, it has this like very melodic hook, and it's sung by Zilla, and it's literally just like 4 words long, like, or 4 sentences, like very short sentences, but like it's like, I'll climb up when I fall down, go deeper, deep in the ground. And the way he like actually says those words is not like, oh, fall down, like how you would think if you haven't heard it yet. But it's like, no, it's very much intact with himself, intact with the words, intact with the meaning, intact with a lot of fucking, there's layers to this shit, and it's easily written off if you're not looking for it, I would say. But there is a lot going on here. Some of the wordplay is just some of the most fun, like, ever, like brimstone and fire, walking on cobblestone, all black as I, sticking across in the ground where you lie, sticking across in the ground where you lie. Like, there's some really good, like, wordplay going interlacing of each other, but also just like SosMula just being so fucking funny without having to like give you too many punchlines. Like I feel like a lot of his lyrics just come across as funny to me, and I don't know why. It's just the way he says it with like such a nonchalance, and like he isn't worried. He isn't worried about the truths of these. But like I don't know, catch these hands like Joe Pesci, even though someone wrote Joe Pensky, but I'm pretty sure it's Joe Pesci. But yeah, hold on. Hold up, you going Ricky Bobby? Hold up, I got bands in my MST. Give me Zans in the LSD. I got grams keeping it to me. Got catch these hands like Joe Pesci. Like, just really good wordplay as far as just having fun with it while also maintaining the hardness. And, you know, like I said, to add a level of comedy to this stuff when it's so hardcore is not the easiest thing, I would think, as far as like just doing that. Like I don't think you could just be the funniest guy but also maintain like this like screaming I don't know, but consistent themes on this album are pretty much being too evil for hell and Satan, killing the enemies, and just fucking thick women, which is all you really need from them. Again, like it's a wonderful little project to go through. Very easy to listen to, very easy to get through. There's one thing though that I want to throw out there. The best line of the year, probably in my opinion, is out of SosMula, and it says, "Draco on my wish list. Hope I get it Christmas." Like, oh man, if you haven't seen the little snippet where SosMula in that No Jumper interview just looks at the camera and says, "I like selling crack," like it's that. This is that embodied in a song. Like just his unapologeticness just comes across as kind of just silly, because it's so unapologetically real that you just don't know what to do, because you just don't know how to react to it other than just kind of like, yeah, fuck, oh my god, you are on a different level, sir. And Sos is definitely on his shit on this whole project. He's the one that I was looking most forward to as far as seeing a little bit of, not progression necessarily, but just I just wanted to see more. I wanted to know more. I wanted to do more, because I think and I'm not saying that they do this, but I could see them riding with Zilla a little bit more, and he is more predominantly featured on the tape. I just would like them to really hone into Sos and see what's up. And he isn't singing, he isn't always screaming on this tape, and that's kind of a interesting look too. Is like when he says like Draco on my wish list, hope I get it Christmas. He's not like screaming like he usually is to that nth degree. While it still has that same level of aggression and tenacity, it's not like and that was kind of a cool thing to see as far as just a little bit of growth in the artistry. And I know that this is just a small little EP, but I wanted to bring you guys a review because I am enjoying it. I think it is one of my favorite projects, at least this month for sure. What do you guys think? What's your favorite track? I think Train Spotting to me just is too catchy to not pick up as the most notable track for myself. But Drag Me to Hell, that chorus, really kind of ties a nice bow on the the three verses, and just brings everything together. And it's a very short track, or a very short project. Go ahead and look into it. If you haven't already, what's your favorite track? Let me know in the comment section below. What should I review next? You can let me know there as well. Thank you so much for all the support. Hit subscribe if you would like. My name is Garrett.Yoker on Twitter, YOOGRRTT. Instagram is the same. And that's all, folks.